Hi all, I'm Mahalakshmi Samson. I'm an online life coach and a counseling psychologist for personal excellence. In this video, I'm going to talk about three ways to build beautiful relationships or great relationships. All of us, we long for great relationships with our parents, with our spouse, with our children, with our friends, isn't it, right? Relationships need not be so complicated if we can find out what really matters in a relationship. If you're searching for the same and you're looking forward ways to find out how to build great relationship, then this is the video for you. And I'm going to teach three essential things that build great relationships with your loved ones. Each one of us, we have a great desire. We want to have a great father, great mother, great children, amazing spouse, friends, all of it, right? And why do we aspire for it? Because it's difficult to get. Which means, most of our pain comes from strained relationship. And why are our relationships strained? Because we are not aware of the most fundamental things that we need to bring into a relationship. Our success is never complete without an ability to deal with people successfully. When we want other people in our life to give great things to us, right, it is important for us to figure out what are the great things that we are going to give in that relationship so that we build that relationship in an amazing way. One of my client told me that she's got amazing parents, great parents. Then I asked her to describe that greatness. Then she said, Maha, that I need not even have to ask my father or mother what I want. I just need to see it. The moment I see it, they know that is what I want, and the next minute it will be in my table. Right? Now, this particular example, if you look at it, right, she's talking about the greatness her parents had shown to her by way of giving her what she wanted even before she could ask, right? But you'll be surprised or shocked to know that most of her pain has come from the relationship with her parents. And it's not only about people, but we are also very attached to have to things that we want to have great things in our life. But if you ask yourself, there would be a lot of people around you who would have those things which you aspire for or dream for, but still living a very unhappy life, right? So the main reason for that is we have not understood what can bring real happiness in our life. Material things are out of question. It's only about relationship with people. So what should be our expectations in a relationship? What should we be looking in a relationship? When it comes to our spouse, what is our expectation? Are we expecting a complete merger of both of our lives? Like having, liking the same food, living the same lifestyle, enjoying the same entertainment, having the same friends. Is that what we expect? No. Because it is impossible to have a complete merger because both of you are two different individuals. Even when it comes to a relationship between a parent and a child also, though the child is dependent on the parent, we need to know that both are two different individuals. And a complete merger is never possible and it is impossible to achieve. When we don't know it, then our relationships turn bitter. Bitterness is the biggest barrier in any relationship. So, how can we protect our relationship from bitterness and nurture our relationship in a way so that we enjoy it for a very long time and sustain the greatness and happiness in that relationship? Right? So, what can we do? Whatever is the relationship, whether it is between a parent and a child or between the spouses or it is between the friends, right, there are three important things that has to be there in that relationship for it to thrive to greatness. And what is it? The first one is kindness, the second one is holding space for vulnerability, and the third one is understanding. Kindness, how can kindness be given in a relationship? When we think of kindness, generally what comes to our mind is, we being kind to a beggar and giving him some money or some food, right? Or buying a dress for somebody who is poor, or educating somebody who cannot afford education. But That and all is at a larger scale. In just a relationship, very close relationship, right, in where there are only two people there, it could be there minimum of two people also. Kindness is the essential trait that is needed if you want to stay in that relationship and make it long term. And what can you do? How can you show kindness? You can show kindness by means of giving importance to their experience. If it's your father, give importance to your father's experience, your mother's experience, your child's experience, your friend's experience, your spouse's experience. Whoever it is that you long to have great relationship, it is important to give importance to their experience as well to their point of view. Right? How can you do that? This is about hearing them out, listening to them fully without a judgment, whether it is right or wrong. Great relationships are formed between people who could accept each other with their imperfection and embrace their shortcomings very gently, embrace it completely, fully, right? So this is about giving kindness in the relationship. And the second one, if you look at it, it is about holding space for vulnerability. And what is about being vulnerable? To build a great relationship, there should be a space, absolute space for everyone to share, to share and be open about their fears, worries, anxieties, problems that throws them off the balance. This space is about not having the need to be perfect and put out the best face in front of them to be accepted, or in front of us to be accepted. It is about someone, or being the someone with whom we can show up as weak and vulnerable and honest, and they also can be the same to us. It's about having a mutual common space for vulnerability, and holding it unconditionally is what is very important. And the third one is understanding. Right? What is understanding about? Understanding in a relationship is one of the most important ingredient. To be in a great relationship, we need to be someone who is interested in the other person's unique way of thinking. When I say about unique way of thinking, sometimes, their thinking may appear so brilliant to us. Sometimes it may appear to us so stupid, right? They will have a range between being brilliant and stupid in your own eyes. Are you going to judge about it? Then your relationship is doomed. It's completely doomed, right? If you know the range that they function with, right, then that's when you can really understand them. Right? You can understand their uniqueness. You can understand their obsessions. You can understand their, preoccupations, all these things, and the way they see the world. And why do we need this? Only when we do this, we will be able to differentiate the person from their behavior. And why should we differentiate a person from their behavior? Because behaviors are not an actual proof of who people are. When we are interested in our loved ones, when we really want to have great relationship with our loved ones, then we need to see them through their intentions and not through their behaviors, so that we can, even if we don't like it, we can condemn their behavior if it is not okay, but embrace their true self of who they are. That can come only from understanding, where you can separate the person from their behavior. Great relationship should be a place for people to feel safe to be themselves, feel respected, and most importantly, feeling belonged, irrespective of their success and failures. And that can come only when we bring in kindness, holding space for vulnerability, and understanding. Now, go and check in your relationship with your loved ones whether you have all the three, right? If you don't have, find out the missing one or the missing ones. And when you work on it, you're on your way for a fulfilling, successful, and happy life. All the best.